Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we finished up our town here in Trader's Rest and had a look at what we might want to do next. I would like to do this Spark 2 Crystals world map modifier, but I don't want to do one of the tiles that overlaps with the existing town, especially not one that overlaps twice, but even once, because I would like to try to maximize our acquisition of food stockpiles along the way. So I was looking at going out to this tile. However, this tile has a minimum difficulty of Prestige 5, which is interesting because it's going to let me do it, apparently, on Prestige 1. So I don't understand that. Nevertheless, I don't want to do Prestige at this point. We're going to wait until after the Gold Seal, and then we'll try to start doing Prestige. I want to get that Gold Seal accomplished first. And so I've been lamenting the fact that I don't have very many of the artifacts, and I would like to get more of them, which is why I considered going to that, but it's someone in the comments gave me a possibility for how to get past that, and that is to go into the daily expedition. We can earn all of the stuff here, and we can possibly accomplish something earnings wise for getting to get those, because since you always get I think you always get artifacts in the dailies, so that might be a viable option after we finish up this seal. Unfortunately, we've only gained 2 of the caravan thingies, the royal resupply thingies, so we have just the extra seal fragments and 1 stack of 4 what are they called? Going into the seal, but I think that's okay. 4 of the embarkation points. That's the word. Let's knock that back down too before I forget. So that'll be fine. I mean, it's not the best situation, but that'll be fine. But I would like to stay inside of the Viceroy ring and possibly even in the Veteran ring as much as possible. We'll have to at least do 1 Viceroy here, but we will we'll have to do possibly. We should probably do a Viceroy before we get there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do this one, and then I think we're probably just going to do one of these 2. It doesn't matter really. And then I think we're just going to go and do the seal and finish up this cycle in the next town, as opposed to extending this cycle out to the end. I'm pretty sure we can do that way, but that's what I think I'd like to do. In the meantime, though, we also need to take a look at our upgrades here and pick out what we want to purchase. I like the idea of this one. More trade routes could be good as well. But I like the idea of this one. And that also makes sure that I can unlock this when the time comes to start the new cycle. Yeah, I'm feeling like I want to do this, the embarkation bonuses. I do like to take these on occasion. They are a little bit better than taking the raw resources when you're just going to make these anyway, usually because of the cost of actually performing the actions of making them. Just the villager being tied up doing it and things like that. So I think we'll do one of these woodlands, and I think we'll go with this one, just kind of arbitrarily, but it's the same thing either way. We have 8 plus 2, 7 plus 2, or 6 plus 0. Generally speaking, I would like to take this. Having 8 beavers isn't always the most ideal, but it's also not a bad idea, especially with 2 here and maybe 3 more over here. Well, we're most likely going to get at least 1 of the 2 races and probably species and at least a couple of villagers in those. 2 stacks of food and some sea marrow. It's not a bad start. It's not great, but it's not a bad start. This one's a little bit better with possibly at least with the parts. And then, of course, extra food down here, but that's it. So I think we're just going to go ahead with the pile of beavers and figure out what we want to spend our other 3 points on. So this is where I was talking about what's more efficient. If we took 42 stone or 42 clay, the recipe in the crude workstation is 6 makes 2. So if you do the math, that's 3 to 1. There are for these 2 points, and for these 2, or for this right here specifically, the math is the same. So if you're going to take stone or clay in order to make bricks, you might as well just take bricks if the points are the same. Unless you're gonna think you're gonna get one of those better buildings right at the start. because I don't usually. I think that's a great deal. We already start with 7 bricks, but having more is very helpful. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take bricks, and then we will take some food. We're not going to take wood because we're in the Royal Woodlands. We should be able to collect plenty of wood. Plus, we're starting with at least 8 beavers, and we have 8 plus 2, which is 10, plus 3, which is 13, so we should be able to do the 3 woodcutter strategy. For the food, we could either take meat or vegetables. Either is on the ground here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take meat because I like meat better. And I think that's it, so we definitely don't want to spend these 4. We're going to save those for the seal, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see where this goes. Of course, we have our Gift of the Woodlands biome effect. We have the astonishingly beautiful view motivates villagers to work. The time interval between breaks is increased by 25%. That's nice. At Hostility 1, under an open sky, we need housing to mitigate villagers having a -5 penalty to their resolve. At Hostility 2, Quaking Bog, gathering speed is decreased by 50%. That's alright. There are plenty worse. At Hostility 4, Strange Lights, services will prevent villagers having a plus 20% chance of destroying the yield with each production cycle. That would be nice to avoid, but it's not the worst thing. And then finally, Alluring Lights, 2 services prevent villagers perishing every 15 seconds. So we need to not get to Hostility 7, because I don't think we'll get to 2 services. Let's go ahead and start with our 3 woodcutters camps. This is the fully widened area here. We have humans, we have foxes and harpies, and along with our beavers. So we start with geyser location here. We also start with coats. It's been suggested in the past that I turn off coats in the consumption control panel. The problem is that's going to take them all down to -1 resolve for not letting them have access to the coats. That's going to reduce their resolve by 1. Which at this point is not bad. We can probably live with this if I remember to turn this back on in the storm. Otherwise, we probably will have a problem. So let's try it. I usually don't do that just because I have no ability to remember those things. But it's sometimes good to remember things anyway. It's this and then this. And maybe one back there, but I think I'll wait on that until we get some of the trees chopped. Go, go, go. So we're going to open this glade up pretty quickly. Not immediately, because I want to make sure we don't have any... good timing there. Make sure we don't have any issues or problems with... or any orders with a glade open activity. But we're at least going to trim some trees here so we can set up some housing. Because we do need housing. We'll just kind of do a bit of trimming here in the forest. And we'll be ready to open up multiple of these glades, really, within a very short amount of time. Lots of small glades right close, which is interesting given the last one. And the one before that, but that was a dangerous land, so that makes sense. First building choice, brickyard, of course. But I think the stamping mill might be better in this case. Pottery and the flour could be really good to have. This is a beaver building. Smelter is going to be fairly useless compared to other possibilities because we don't really need copper bars here unless we get a random source of copper from a cornerstone or something. Training gear would be useful for the foxes, though, and biscuits I would rather find a better recipe. You know what? Actually, brickyard might be the most useful here because of getting the ability to make crystallized dew for the fox houses. Plus, for everything else, because we don't have a way to get copper, so we need to make crystallized dew. And then 2-star pottery is not bad. So it's kind of between those two, but maybe the orders will influence us. So I'll wait. Chop, chop, trees. We do want to eventually... well, let's actually do the makeshift post and the crude workstation. We do want to eventually have a camp up for... stonecutter and trapper as well. Let's go ahead and set those up. Our first cornerstone choice, peasant supplies, 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. That's a nice one to get. Because you get villagers every year, it's nice to get some packs. Then you may get enough packs that you don't need to make any for all the trading you want to do that year. It's kind of a handy thing. 10 amber every time a villager dies or leaves. We're going to try to avoid that, so let's not do that. This one's good, especially at the beginning of the game, and feels a little less good as I go, but I haven't taken it in a long time either. So maybe we could do that one again. And then we have 2 packs of provisions for every 10 herbs produced. If we get an herb garden for our farm here, then that would be a good one. But also, we don't have humans, so we're going to have to farm with non-optimal species. So we'll see. Can I move you, like, parallel here? Yes. Okay, good. Orders? Now? Nope, almost. There they are. Okay, orders. We have Beaver Resolve or 4 Purging Fire. Let's do the 4 Purging Fire. It's easy to accomplish. It'd be an easy one to start early. I just got to build the Blight Post early. 2 Glade Events or 25 Jerky. Well, we do have the ability to make jerky. Fulfill the villager's need for jerky 25 times. Who do we have that eats jerky? Just harpies. So we have 2 harpies right now, which means we'd have to wait until we get more harpies and or long enough that those 2 harpies can eat 25 pieces of jerky, which is quite a while. That's going to give us bug production, which we don't have a bug source here, unless we get one from a Glade event or something. So I think I'm going to do this one. And then finally, we have Geyser Pump to level 1. Is that that's when you take the automaton or burn 4 cysts? Let's do this one just because it's new. I've never had this one before. I've never even seen that one before. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me. So I'm a little bit stretched here. I would take this one if I knew I was getting an herb garden, but I don't know that I'm getting an herb garden yet. We could actually maybe go through the building choices. I'm a little torn between which one of these to take. This one's probably better situated. Just because then we can definitely make some fox houses. Whereas with this one, we will get a flower recipe, sure, and we'll get the pottery, sure, but we won't have any crystallized stew. So I think I should take the brickyard, which means I should have taken the stone or the clay instead of the bricks. Because they would have been more efficient this way, but that's okay. They really want me to take a copper recipe, which I'm not going to do. I could take the bakery. We didn't take the flour recipe, unfortunately. But the biscuits and pie are good, and we'll eventually have some flour recipe, I'm sure. We could also take the artisan, which gives us coats, barrels, and luxury goods, but I think I would rather take the bakery. And then the ranch could be interesting. Herbalist camp, forager's camp, or the artisan. So here for the herbalist camp, we only have, well, we have berries and mushrooms. The forager's camp, we have roots and vegetables. So either one of those is really good. And so is the ranch. Because while we do have meat on the ground, it's catch as catch can, meat and eggs rather on the ground. It is a little catch as catch can. But then again, we don't have species that really specifically care about, well, foxes like the skewers too. So that's probably meat, but it could also be mushrooms. So really, I think I'm going to take between these 2 camps, and it's kind of a crapshoot right now because I don't know what's in any of these other glades. So I think what I'm going to do is wait on that one and come back to this decision. We still don't know what kind of farm we're going to have. Extra villagers could be nice. Extra packs of provisions could be nice. I think... Man, this is a tough decision. Because they're both kind of nice. I haven't done Lost in the Woods in a very long time, so let's just do that one for that reason. It's not really a stronger ability per se, but it's interesting in that respect. So let's do that one. Alright. Come on, come on. Let's start building houses, maybe over... Nope. No, Wally. Housing. Shelters right here. Like that. And they'll build those soon enough. There we go. That's what what I wanted. I want to see that right there. And then I want to see this right here. Let's get... actually, let's take a look at... Pause again. Harpy's resolve is low. Yeah, I'm going to have to give them coats. That -1 was just enough to ding them a little bit. We need to start making some planks so we can set up the brickyard. So let's start with the crude workstation, just making the planks right now. Just 10 for now. We could really use a plank recipe, though. And get that started. Yeah, we're going to give them their coats. And they're peeved at me for it because, well, they like coats. So do the beavers, but unless the harpies hop in these houses, which doesn't look like they're both going to. Nah, neither of them did. Okay, then in that case, let's just activate the coats. You can have your coats then. Have your coats and eat it too. Go there, you go there. This and do this, that. Okay. Not what I was expecting to happen when I did that, but then again, they all do need housed. Let's move this up there. Get another house in here. Foxes are doing fine. The harpies being favored, as are the beavers, so it's okay, I guess. And I'm still gonna wait on this to see what I get in these glades. Let's go ahead and open up this glade, though, or this one. This glade, though. Actually, I might open both of those. Yeah, let's open both of them. Kind of in the way, anyway. Just go ahead and do it. Five houses will be enough, and we get fertile soil here, small abandoned cache, and some more eggs, which means we should probably get somebody to start picking those eggs. I never put somebody to work in here. Oops. Sure. Fox can go working in there. We also don't have... We do have the Seamar we started with. We could open that cache with those. Bugs and resin, though, are things we don't necessarily need right this moment, so I will wait. Let's reduce the favor on those, I think. So I don't forget later. Wonder what's going on. That really shot them up, getting access to those coats. Plus, you know, housing them all. And let's do a park right in here. But that first glade was no help. Let's hope that another one will be. I suppose we could start picking some eggs here. Yeah, stay that way. That's fine. Somebody. We can also start picking some clay. Somebody. Do some of this, some of that. And this small glade has, in addition to a clearance water geyser, root and broccoli. So it doesn't help me either because, well, this only really affects large glades, which I wasn't really thinking of. Which one would we want more? Huh. That's a tough question. Which one do we want more? Roots or mushrooms could both be used for flour. Roots and mushrooms at least can be used for skewers. I think roots can on the other slot along with vegetables. Maybe I'll do the herbalist. Whichever one I choose is going to be the wrong choice. Maybe I'll just wait then until I have a ability to make the decision or a reason to make the decision to move it along a little bit. Let's have you deliver those 2 planks you made. Yeah. So that I can build the brickyard over here. I'll go ahead and add in the fabric for you. It's a good thing for you to use there. Let's maybe open this up a little bit more. This is a fox building. We're not going to do that just yet. I'm probably not going to do this just yet either. But clay here would be good, although we don't really need bricks yet, because we have 21. So I'm not going to actually assign you into there yet, because we only have 2 workers, although what are we going to have them do other than that? We could build a couple more things, like the forager camp. Because I know we can use that for these things. And if we want to plan for a danger glade first thing, then I think that danger glade needs to be... Shouldn't have put that there. I think that danger glade needs to be up here, this one. So let's get this started right there. And then I'll give you more work to do later. Close those. This would count as a glade event, though. Maybe I should have somebody work there. Let's go ahead and break that open. It would count as that first of those 2 glade events. And then we can also get that geyser pump working here, but I wanted to get the brickyard going first, and we need more planks before we can do that. So yeah, let's wait on that. Let's pull... that many out. I want the focus over here anyway. Maybe a little bit more this way, just for keeping you busy. I'll give you some help, too. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Okay, open that glade. There we go. I happen to click that just as the time gave out. Alright. Discovering a small glade increases the working speed of scouts investigating dangerous or forbidden glades by 50% for 180 seconds. Yeah. Probably not going to do this one because I would like to get a farm at some point. Completing a forbidden glade event reduces the hostility gain from dangerous and forbidden glades by 6 and from small glades by 3. Forbidden glade event. We could potentially do that. Low resolve is boosted by 5 for 180 seconds every time a new glade is discovered, but woodcutting is slower until you open at least 2 glades. Well, we're going to open one right now. And we could easily open another small one. Like this one over here or something. So let's try that one. That's kind of interesting. And I can always use that burst of global resolve. That would also inspire me to possibly open a glade during the storm if I really needed the resolve. So we could do that. I'm still waiting on that idea, though. You've got all 6 of them up here. Yes. Let's go with... Oh, people. Let's grab people here. 3 or 3. Given the number of beavers we have, let's go with the 2 fox method here. And then we can throw a couple of beavers back into here. And we can get this opened up. Chop, chop. Actually, you know what? Why don't you all come up here and help too? There we go. So we have a Caledorn Cauldron. Well, a Blightrot Cauldron. Medium remaining cache, more fertile soil, another clearance water geyser, clay, and large sea marrow. Alright, well, I still don't know which one of these I want to take then. Let's go ahead and open all this up then. That. See how that goes. This will need... we could tear it down. For every 20 food produced, 2 Blightrot cysts are spawned in the settlement. But we get bonus to purging fire, berries, and tools. Or we can give away 6 purging fire, which we don't have, plus a bunch of other stuff that we don't have. Let's do this. 2 of you, get in here. We're producing food here, so we're not going to produce food anymore. We're doing fine on food, so we'll be fine for a little while without that. No one else is producing food at this point, so that's fine. This. We have 3.5 minutes to wait. Do I need bricks yet? Not really. I need a couple of houses, though. This one and this one. This will be the other Glade event we need. And then I could do this at any time. Not that useful for me yet. Food is always useful, but I don't know if that counts as food production. But we can't actually afford it right now anyway. That's fine. Orders. 6 harpy houses in 8 minutes. We could technically accomplish that. Assuming we have enough fabric, which would be 24 fabric? Is it 4 apiece or is it more? I have to go look. That gives us a constant source of bugs, which would be good for making jerky and things. We could also take this one to get the lumber mill if we had 10 beavers and they were at happiness 24. We're not that far off. We could actually favor and get to 23 right now, but that's because of the coats that we can't replace, so that's not going to help me much. Fulfill the need for jerky 40 times to get a bonus to eggs, and some flour. This one's interesting to try, but how much do harpy houses cost again? Housing. Harpy. 4. So we'd have to have 24 fabric. You're making fabric right now. We have not enough to make very much fabric. You've got 2, 4, enough for 6 right now. Yeah, that's not good. What do I want to do about that? I don't know that I can accomplish it. I really just don't. So I guess we take this one. Yeah, let's take this one. Let's see, 6 trade routes plus selling goods worth 20 amber. If we get that, we'll get that. Versus this one again, I think I'm going to go with this one. Although I don't really need water skins. Some amber and some bricks, sure. Alright. Whatever. One of those things. Like, alright, you go there. Actually, you can probably help with this side more than this side over here. That side can turn around. We'll just clear all those trees. Then we come back out down to these or whatever, and there are more trees. And what are you at? Still going. 2 more minutes. Yeah, I just don't see myself getting that one accomplished. There's not enough fiber around. Well, maybe there was. Nah, there's not. To get 24, we would need to have 72 fiber. It's not going to happen. Okay. I mean, I guess for this, I could have also re-rolled, but I do want one of those. I just don't know which one I want. I guess I could take the coat recipe, and then I could keep the beavers happy, but we'll get there eventually. It's fine. I have 5 workers available right now. I guess I'll throw a fox in here. I think I should throw some help in here. I will throw some people back in this once we have the availability. Oh, you're done. Okay. Come over here and chop at these trees then. Next danger glade might be that one, just because we're already marked over there. I think I can just about get a hearth up here. Oh yeah, I can easily get a hearth up here. As soon as that's gone. Do I want to do this or that geyser? Let's do this one. It doesn't matter. Necessarily, at least. But geyser pump. Point it that way. It's aligned with my grid better, so I'm going to go with it. Alright, that's done, so we can put some people back in here. Let's go with 2 egg timers. Why don't we also get a warehouse going up here someplace? I don't remember where that should go, though. Let's go back to the hearth. I want to do super alignment with the grid here. Then the road goes across the bottom of this. There. Ooh, I'm going to put it right there then. Warehouse, go right here. There you go. Woodcutters are bored. Yep. You go here. You go down here this way, maybe? Back to work. 2 glade events solved. That's 3 more people. We have not enough housing for that. There you go. Let's also get decorations. Let's do fence corners as a giant plus this time. Variety. And then we will do a garden. There. Let's do this next. Level 1. Got him. That means we can turn this into, which is 2 more people. Okay. And then now we got a ridiculous amount of workers. We have people coming in there, that's fine. But we can also choose one. Choose one. Let's go with the herbalist camp. Better fabric recipe could be useful. Plus, those 2 others aren't bad to have. Rain mill, though, will get us a flour recipe, which would be good as well. Not that we have a great source right now. We could pick those roots, actually. Scrolls would be good for the beavers and the harpies eventually. Packs of building materials couldn't hurt to have. Let's do this one. Carpenter, but we don't need the carpenter if we can get that lumber mill. So let's not do that. The kiln could be really nice to get here. Leather worker wouldn't be bad either. And then the alchemist hut comes, which means that maybe I shouldn't have taken the brickyard. Let's go with the kiln. It's another brick recipe, but what are you going to do? Let's not take that yet. Let's get this one going here. Get this one out of the way. We could possibly throw somebody in there. When I say possibly, I mean definitely throw somebody in there. And then let's get the rain mill going. That's a bigger one. Let's go over here maybe. And what else did I take? Is that it? Probably get a rain collector going too at some point. Bakery could come in. Oh, the field kitchen. That's what I was thinking of. Wasn't one that I took, but is what I was thinking of. And then after all that, probably this hearth. Could probably be like next year before it happens, which I'm fine with. There, please, and then there, please. Build, build, build. Let's move you to be pointed like this, just so that I can have that space. Actually, I should have done the rain collector at some point earlier than the rest of that stuff. But maybe not. Then let's also put up the trading post before I forget again. Let's move you out of the way first. I'll put it over there. You go here. And then trading post, you can go way back in here someplace. Like that. And then we're going to want to have some packs of provisions getting made. Out of probably the eggs. Go ahead and make me some of those too. So we have them when we get the trading post done. I did put a second worker in there. That's good. You're bored up here? Yeah, I'm sure you are. Alright, you can hop out and go help with something else. We should get some people working in here. Not bricks, but yes to jerky. And use the coal because you have... yeah. Not the jerky. Do the porridge. Do not the biscuits. Do the pickled goods. Whenever we have vessels, you can do the pickled goods. You can pickle any of those things. Whatever you get your hands kind of on. Did I put? Did put. Okay. And then the porridge, you're going to use this clearance water, even though it costs more. And make it out of any of these things, whatever you can get your hands on. Alright. Back to work, everybody. We're gonna pop this after the season. Or possibly during. See how that goes. I never did open that second glade, did I? Yeah, it's fine. Well, you're gonna do this one, so it doesn't matter that much. You can come over here, possibly, like this, maybe? You can come over here, although we're going to have to pull some of these out anyway. Not enough. One left. Are all those workers I didn't have? Yeah, I've got them now. You're bored because you don't have access to materials. Didn't I tell you could use... Oh yeah, not that. Alright, well then... Probably get out of there. Let's see if I can throw a couple of foxes in here. Get at least a little bit of stormwater coming in. Rain mill can have some power then. Makeshift post can have some power then. Those are both the waters we have. And then we can go from there. No, hobbies are still not happy. We're gonna have to play the game here, I think. Do it for a little while. See what happens. And with these two get too low, then we might have to flip it, but we'll see what happens. Get these ready to go for that glade. There go the foxes, but I think we'll be fine with them. This. Free beavers, go! Free beavers, go! Free beavers, go! In favor? And cornerstone. Bakery production is 50% quicker. That would be nice. +2 to leather. No. Wealthy, newcomers bring 40% more good for every hearth level gained. That's a good one to have, too. And probably not going to take another copy of that one. I think I'm going to do generous gifts, though. Interesting choice to make, but I think I'm going to do that. Trades. What do we have to trade? What actually do we have to trade? Berries. 126 and 1, that's actually a good trade. Let's do 2 stacks of that. Yeah, 2 stacks of that. Go for it. And we should be getting the Hilda right now.
Hi.
Alright. The Forager's Camp or the Plantation. The Plantation would be fine, except that it doesn't help me with the flower aspect, unfortunately. We'd have to then rely on the roots on the ground and mushrooms on the ground for flower. Either one. I don't like that. Although, it's possible we get that you can grow mushrooms anywhere bonus. I have 500 wood. Holy crap. Good thing we're making coal. Bonus to fabric production could be nice too, but I still don't have that kind of money. So, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm going to pass on her for right now. Although, yeah, no, pass. Yeah, no. Alright. This can move over 1 notch. Get that glade opened up, please. And people. 3 or 3. Probably not going to go with the beavers, even though there's a few coats there. It's fine. We're going to do this one. And I need a house for them. Petrified tree. Haunted cooperage. Large abandoned cache. Large roots. Good thing I didn't take that one. Ugh, see? I could buy the one that Sahilda's selling, though. And, right? Bleeding tooth mushroom large. Well, I did take that one, so that's good. The cooperage is what? Actually, maybe we should do that conversion with some resin and -3 global resolve every 45 seconds. We're going to wait on that one for a minute. If we cut this thing down, it will... all homes can house 1 future resident while this is working. Tree felling is 50% slower, but we get 20 crystallized dew for our efforts. If we heal it, we get that, but it doesn't really give us anything. We don't have the stuff for that anyway. So this it is. 2 foxes, please. Go ahead and get started on it. Click the button, Wally. There you go. Okay. This, go like this. That, go like this. All the way up here eventually, too, I think. You can still take out that tree right there, too. Ouch. This here. Let's put somebody in there. Let's get some housing going over here for somebody. Let's see what we have for stuff. Couple of harpy houses to start with. Can I afford 17? I have 29 amber worth of wood, so yes, I could. I could also sell some of this resin. I could sell like 60 of it. They need 30 of it, and we're getting it constantly. So maybe I sell like 60 of this. I need 17. And then a lot of clay, but I'll keep it. Weird, but I'm doing it anyway. We'll buy that. Alright. There's the alert there that's just upgraded. I'm going to move them out there, but I'm going to wait just a little bit. We're going to put a storage out here, I think, someplace. Probably. Maybe. So we'll go with that idea. I'm going to redo this, so let's go ahead and take the road like this, maybe. What's in here? Good stuff. I like good stuff. Alright. You all can stay in there until the next season. You all are bored because we need more fabric stuff. Yeah. Probably use that ranch after all. Trader's leaving. That's fine. This is bored. We'll pull you out of there. I want to keep you in there. This is probably still bored. Because this... We could build... Not that. Not that. Although, yes. But this... here, and then move that down and get started on these mushrooms too. What's the advantage here? 30 and 30 versus just 20. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, we should definitely work on that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and move them. It's fine. They were picking some of these vegetables too, so they were kind of splitting the difference. Yeah, it's fine still. Fine, fine. That +1 to insects that we had for a possible order reward would have actually benefited that situation, because we'd have gotten 1.3 instead of 0.3, but still. Or, well, every time the 30% triggered, we'd have gotten 2 instead of 1. So, to be a little bit more accurate there. I might have to wait for this for another year, even. Because I definitely want to have 2 foxes on that. Although, when these 2 are done, I could potentially pull one of them, swap one of them with somebody else. Could do that. I'm going to sit on that for a minute. You can move over here. You can move up here. You can move like this. Foxes are happy. That's something. This is going to take probably about 3 minutes with 2 foxes. Actually, I should swap both the foxes for somebody else and put 3 of them in there to reduce this time. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Get her done. I have a lot of unhoused people, but that's because of this. I think we're fine once that's resolved. I think. Done. Pull. that. Put you in there instead, maybe. This orders 35 amber for goods sold. What's that? 3 abandoned caches in 10.5 minutes. That's 1 year. We presently have 1, 2. We could and probably should start collecting some of this so that we can use it for caches. Actually, we already are doing that. Let's move you over there then. And put you on priority on that. So we could open 2. We have 2 of them we could open up in a reasonable amount of time. We'd have to see if we can find another cache in another glade, but we probably can reasonably. So that wouldn't be a bad one to take. That's not what I want, although it is. Let's take a quick look there. Let's sell some of this clay. Not a great deal, though. Bummer. Resin. I could sell 1 stack. Because I need 30. Alright, that's fine. Back to orders. That would be an interesting one. Completing 3 dangerous or forbidden glade events. I wish I'd have looked at that one just before we did it. Gets me a free artisan, which isn't a bad building, although we're going to have 2 of those 3 recipes down here. Yeah, and at better quality because this is haunted. So, also did click that button. So, yeah. This, not that. This, I think, I mean, this one wouldn't be bad either, but I think this one would be fun to do. But I'm going to actually leave this here and let you tell me what you think. Because 5 training gear per minute is not a bad deal either. It's just a matter of odds to get another cache, but I think we could probably pull it off if we tried hard enough. If we looked hard enough. So let me know your thoughts, and in the next episode we will continue this town and see what we can accomplish. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.